Hi everyone, welcome to the live YouTube webinar on digital skills and applied learning masters. My name is Kiran and I'm going to be a presenter today. Uh, in this entire event will be divided into two parts. I'll be taking you through the journey of applied learning masters. I'll introduce the concept of applied learning, what is the current scenario, how we are solving the problem, how as an individual who get involved into this applied learning masters, the benefit which goes to you. I will also talk about the industry trends and opportunity in the field of ERP, and we'll try to correlate this with what advantage you can take home after doing this course. Of course, we'll be having an opportunity to also listen to our the current students of MERP, and you have all the opportunity to talk to us via chat. So let me start. Our company's name is LITHAN. We are digital skill accelerators. We are present in Singapore, India, Malaysia, Myanmar, and China. In Singapore, we have 2 centers. India, we have 3 campuses, 3 centers. Malaysia, 1 campus. Myanmar, 1 campus. And China, 1 campus. So today we're going to talk about the topic which is called New Age Applied Masters. The Masters is basically coming from Victoria University, Melbourne. So we are talking about the International Masters of Business in Enterprise Resource Planning. So let me first discuss what are the problems with traditional academic education pathway today. I've identified 3 major problems which the current education pathway is having. First, as you all know, technology is redefining jobs. There is a lot of disruption with technology. As McKinsey says, technology cloud could automate 45% of activities people are paid to perform. And that about 60% of all occupations could see 30% or more of their constitute activities automated against the technology available today. So it's very evident that technology is disrupting jobs. What we are talking about 5 years back is no more relevant, or what we are talking about 1 year back is no more relevant. So the technology disruption is very, very fast, and which is directly impacting your current job and the future job which you're looking forward for. A traditional academic education do not deliver work-ready graduates. Now, this is one of the major issues which, with the technology disruption happening, with digitization happening, the current traditional academic education is not able to deliver the workforce which is ready to go on job and deliver what exactly the industry is expecting. So what is the write-up saying? 96% of the college pivots think their graduates are work ready, but only 11% of business leaders strongly agree. The stat says that only 11% of the students actually are job ready to get into the industry. Now this is actually a big problem. Third, the T-shaped professionals are in demand, yet the traditional academic institute does not produce work-ready graduate. To us, what is a T-shape? A T-shaped professional who has a breadth of knowledge and depth of expertise, which is something called experiential learning. Somebody who is ready to start this work from the day one and also ready for the future jobs. Unfortunately, the T-shaped professionals are not produced by your current academic institutions. So these are the 3 major issues which we see in the current pathway, which is very traditional. The phase of education, phase of technology changed in a time of 1 year, but unfortunately the academic curriculum in our current education pathway takes some time to change over because of a lot of constraint. One is because it is into a framework of a lot of governing framework, which takes them some time to come up with some competency-based curriculum, which can match with what is the current demand in the industry. So what I have done is here, I have listed 3 major solutions for the problem which is faced in the current pathway education. So what we are telling you to do is pursue an applied learning pathway and acquire digital skills towards the master's degree. I'm going to talk more about applied learning pathway and the digital skills in more detail when we go through this presentation. So first issue which we face is, the curriculums are not completely aligned with what the industry is looking forward for. So what solution we are coming up with is a competency-based curriculum for digital skills. We deliver certifiable digital skills required by employers. Second solution which we have come up with is a work integrated applied learning. The problem which the people face, they're having knowledge, they have conceptual knowledge, they have some skills, but they don't know how to apply. So the work integrated applied learning is a solution where we ensure that your learning outcome will result in improved knowledge, skills and ability applied in real world projects at work or simulated environment. These are two major solutions, and I'm going to explain them more in detail, what I mean by competency-based curriculum and what I mean by work-integrated applied learning. Of course, the last, which we're looking at, the T-shaped professional, we can give you you can acquire multidisciplinary ERP skills towards a master's degree. We provide you an applied learning pathway that leads towards SAP ERP consultant certificate and accreditates towards the master's degree in ERP from Victoria University, Australia. So this is basically the three major solutions which we have identified for our learners who are facing three major issues from the current pathway. We call that is applied learning pathway, which I'm going to talk more detail further. So as I said, we recommend to you that you should pursue an applied learning pathway and acquire digital skills towards the master's degree. So what are the advantages? Basically, you should look forward from an applied master's, which is in ERP. So we also offer a dual track applied learning pathway towards a master's degree where you can start working even before you graduate. So this is a very important advantage which you should take in. So when you talk about dual track applied learning, let me simplify for you. For us, a dual track means that you continue your academic qualification and parallelly you start working. So the entire flow of the course is designed in the format where what you learn is absolutely required in the industry, which is in the form of competency and competency skills, which means that you will have a lot of ERP multi-domain skills, which includes the SAP certification. And in the meantime, you will start working in the industry to apply what you learned in your course. So that is what I mean to say that we offer a dual track applied learning pathway towards the master's. Of course, the final outcome is you're going to get a master's where you start working even before you graduate. So it's a built-in internship and OJT, which is on-job training program. How your journey goes about. Your exciting journey starts with 3 months full-time immersive on-campus learning bootcamp, where you will acquire practical digital skills in ERP. And for the next 12 months, after you finished your first 3 months bootcamp, you will be working full-time as an apprenticeship to apply your skills while concurrently study during the weekends. What it means is that you're going to do your 3 months full-time bootcamp, which is going to be on campus, where you're going to acquire a lot of digital skills and the competency skills and international qualifications, which will make you work ready. Once you finish your bootcamp, you would be allowed to go in the industry to work full-time, and that is full-time in the industry, which is SAP consulting companies. And parallelly, you will continue your education on weekends. So weekdays working in a weekend working environment. In between somewhere, you will be also visiting Singapore for your international study visits. Okay, by the end of your learning journey, you would have acquired a master's, which is a business in ERP from Victoria University. You become a SAP certified consultant. And at the same time, you have already acquired 12 months of SAP work experience. What it means, this entire program is built in a format where you whatever concept you have learned you immediately go and apply in the real life world in the form of a OJT, on-job learning. So this is a short introduction to the advantage of MERP. We'll go a little more detail about this career pathway and opportunities in this field. Since we're talking about ERP, I want to give you a little more insight. What are the global trends in ERP industry? We understand that ERP or SAP is very niche skills, and a lot of masters which are going across the country are very generic. So what I was talking about in my previous problem statement, I was comparing nothing but the generic courses which are offered in the industry and the problems with that courses. Second, there is a heavy crowd because everybody is doing the same. A traditional MBA in HR or a traditional MBA in marketing and sales, or maybe finance, or maybe IT. We are presenting to you a skill which is high in demand and a qualification which is going to be highly experiential, which is a lot of experience built in, and competency-based curriculum, which is fully based off skills which are required in today's industry by the employers. So let me give you a little input on what are the global trends in ERP industry. The first one is the ERP offers better average annual salary than IT skills. So there are various skills. On the right side, I have also managed to do a little mapping of the career progression of a traditional career versus the ERP consulting career. So what it means is anybody who is in the ERP space, the annual average salaries are much better than any other IT skills. Of course, ERP implementation is growing 28% CAGR in India in the next 5 years, opening more job opportunities. So there is a lot of new opportunities, job opportunities open for individuals who want to come into this field. And the demand of ERP software is growing and will continue to grow at the rate of 32% over the next 4 years worldwide. So friends, this is a kind of a qualification which opens up a door for you to be an international professional. Let me give you more detail of what I mean by international, because the ERP, which is especially the SAP ERP, is a globally implemented software, and it is used globally. If you ask me, the top 2,000 Fortune companies use ERP globally, and it's the world's #1 ERP vis-a-vis the Microsoft or the Oracle. So it's the most high in demand, is used technology. So people who actually come into this career would very soon see themselves high in demand with international projects, and can also look for international career because the software remains standard across the world. And your consulting and whatever profession you take whichever specialization, you will be definitely part of an international SAP community. So on the right side, I have given some chart which is talking about experience from 1 to 5 years, 5 to 10 years, 10 to 20 years, up to 20 years. So I have mapped actually 20 years of progress, and also the salary is mapped on the left. So who I'm comparing? I'm comparing an ERP consultant versus a human resources versus the marketing managers versus the finance manager, and also the software engineer. So what we are trying to map here is different careers, which comes from traditional education pathways, where ERP consultant, basically, if you can see, is actually on the top, and his growth is very consistent. What is ERP consultant? I will get into more detail about it. But a ERP consultant is nobody else who is a specialist who actually helps an organization to maintain, manage, support, and upgrade their SAP or ERP software. Now, this particular career is not only for the IT guys, because I'll be talking about which are the different kind of qualifications one could come from, and the different tracks which are available in the Masters of ERP. What I want to summarize here is, if the people coming from IT background or people coming from business professional background, which is maybe a traditional BCom plus, or maybe somebody who's from human resources, maybe somebody from maintenance, somebody from HR, can also come and join this course. So it is actually dual track. one for the IT, one from the non-IT background. So as I said, we have two tracks of specialization. The first track which I'm talking about is Masters of Enterprise Resource Planning Management, where we enroll STEM, which is Science, Technology, Engineering and Management graduates with the age group of 21 to 23 years with 0 to 2 years of experience. Ideally, people coming from IT graduation background or a bachelor's or a BTech background should take up this program, which is called a Masters of Enterprise Resource Planning Management. This program, as I said to you, is nothing but an applied learning pathway, which gives interoperable credentials to the master's program. It's a blend of program which is done in India, a study visit to Singapore, a work-based learning with your OJT, and weekend studying. So your learning journey actually starts with, as I explained to you, with a 3 months boot camp, which is a PCERP program, where you learn the foundation, which is a blend of 2 modules. Then you learn two of the choice of minor specialization and 1 major specialization. So your major remains advanced business application programming. So ideally a student or graduate or some professional, IT professional who has inclination towards programming should look at joining this program, because this is hardcore programming, and ABAP is a platform which is used to program in SAP. So there in PCERP, what you do is you learn multi-domain skills, you understand the implementation of ERP, then you have multi-domain in terms of your ABAP, which is technical. You are also learning 2 major specialization, minor specialization, which are functional. So you are a techno-functional qualified work-ready person before you start going into your OJT. This is a 3 months full-time boot camp, which is happening at your campus, where you learn all the skills and then you go into the industry for your on-job training. The on-job training, when I go through the pathway, I can tell you how parallelly it works. This PCERP program gives you also exemption among the 12 modules of BMEP. So the BMEP is a program from Victoria University where students can go and join this program directly on Victoria University campus in Melbourne, Australia, where they have to do 12 units. This program consists of 12 units. Our program is applied learning, so we have configured where students don't have to go full-time on campus. They can do a 3 months boot camp in India and continue this program while they are working in India and making a visit to Singapore. So what happens is the same program, BMEP, we offer in Singapore. So in Singapore, Victoria University has a full-time campus. So under this campus, you have your study visit and you continue the program. And meanwhile, you come back in India and you start working, and on the weekend, you continue your core units. So I'll give you little more details when we go into the pathway process to give you a little more clarity how this happened. So it's nothing but it's a blend of a full-time and then going into workplace and then the part-time. So it's complete blended with applied skills. So this is basically for, as I said, for people who are from programming backgrounds, and you should have inclination towards programming. The second program is basically the Masters of Business, which is Enterprise Resource Planning Systems. This is for business and tech professionals who are with domain experience in sales, finance, HR, procurement, operations, and programming. Now, people who basically are especially from non-IT background should look at this qualification. Here, the difference is it's a 16 module program where the configuration remains the same. The PCERP pathway program, which you do the full-time 3 months boot camp, is basically it consists of a foundation course, a minor specialization, and the major specialization. Once again, in the foundation, you learn 3 modules. In major, you do 1, and your major you do 1, and minor you do 1. Your major would be a choice of your choice, where you can do finance major, HR, human resources major, sales and distribution as a major, or material management as a major. This typically is your SAP certification. And then you do a kind of a multi-domain crossover, where if you are doing a major in material management, you can choose financial accounting as your minor. And in the foundation itself, you're also getting a little basic of advanced business application program. So here, that's once again a multi-domain or a techno-functional kind of a profile, which you will be before you go into the industry. And immediately you start your pathway program, where you get exemption out of 16 modules to BMES, where you continue your core units of 10 and 9 core units and 1 alternative unit, which is 10 units. So the PCERP give you a 6 module credit. When you go into the program, you don't have to do the complete 16 module, you have to do the remaining 10 modules. This is all about how you as a person who is interested to come into IT consulting field, and this is a great opportunity for a tech career induction, where you have an opportunity to come into a career which is technology oriented. As I was explaining to you that what way we can go to this pathway, so we have designed one pathway for you to make you understand how exactly things work. So this first step is you will have a full-time intensive training program, which is in-depth multi-domain knowledge in ERP. You will also be SAP certified in the meantime. This is a 3 months full-time. Then you go for your study visit to Singapore, which will be a kind of a 1-week visit for your face-to-face immersion, where you start your MERP program through the PCRP pathway. You come back to India and you start working with ERP consulting company under the internship or on-job training program, which is for 12 to 18 months. And you continue your education for next 12 months, which is 15 to 18 months full-time applied learning on Sunday to Sunday basis. So every 3 months, you will go back to Singapore and come back. So that means for an IT track, which is the IT track, which is a 12 module program, you will be going to Singapore twice. And for a non-IT track, which is a 16 module program, you will visit to Singapore 3 times. So you will be having multiple visits to Singapore for a duration of 1 week, where you continue your international study visits and come back to India, continue your job. And when you are in India, when you are not going to Singapore, on Sunday to Sunday basis, you continue your qualification. So it's all parallel. So this is why we call this a complete applied learning MBA. We actually define them as a new age applied learning masters. So you are the outcome which you actually get, end of the day, you get a SAP certification as you are certified SAP. So you get an internationally known SAP certification from Germany. You get your participation certificate from PCRP, which is your India piece of 3 months boot camp. You also get aligned certificates from Victoria University, which is in partnership with SAP Australia. And you also get a master's in ERP for a respective specialization, which is IT or non-IT based. So you already got a master, you got a certification, you got 12 months of experience before you finish the course. So this is where it is very differently configured, which is also challenging a traditional way our education pathway goes. So all the front loading is out. You are running something which is very relevant to the point which is required and the industry which you want to get into. So that day one you enroll to the program, you are short to be into the IT industry in ERP, which is as a ERP consultant. Your built-in OJT ensures that you get 12 months of experience before even you finish your master's. So once you finish this course and you finish your master's, you would be applying future as a mid-level career. You are no more a fresher. So one challenge which all the fresh graduates and the master MBA graduate or engineering graduate face if they miss the campus is they're not sure whether they will get the first break in the desired industry which they are looking forward for. This program, which is a new age applied masters in ERP, solves this problem the day one you join this program. Okay, this is a small comparison with 3 kind of master's program available in our country. So one option is you take the traditional MBA program. To us, there is no applied learning. For me, applied learning is nothing. It's whatever you learn, are you able to apply in the course? So first year, there is a lot of front loaders. The second year also, there are a lot of institutions offering dual specialization. That is also not giving you a complete core experience of what subject you're specializing into. International masters no different from what we are planning in India, wherein MERP is completely applied learning. Second is a competency-based curriculum. So I see there is a 25% weightage given to the Indian MBA program or an international MBA program on competency learning. To me, what is competency? A competency is a hardcore skills or skill certification which you get, which is directly applied on your work. Wherein MERP is completely ready from the day one and preparing you for a job which you have already aimed for. So you are aiming a consulting job in SAP, then you're 100% sure about getting into it because of your built-in, OJT and your skill certification. So work integrated learning is a same thing which I've been explaining, that if you are not able to apply your concepts, obviously you go as a fresher in the industry. There's some applied work related, where the 2 months of internship which you plan, you have to go through for your normal MBA program. We have seen a similar pattern in even international MBA program, but sometimes they are more of paper based. There is no seriousness about this 2 months of internship, which is part of your curriculum, which gives you credit. But for us in MERP, it has 100% weightage. The third is international exposure. The Indian MBA Institute doesn't give you an international exposure. There are some study visits they offer, but that is more of recreation. But when it comes to international master, I agree that students from India would go to the international campus. They would definitely have 100% international exposure. Where in MERP, we do have study visits to Singapore, which are serious academic plus industry visit programs, which is part of your curriculum. So as I said about LITHAN, we are the digital accelerators. What we do is we actually, as a digital accelerator, we provide all our qualification under a framework which is called class. Class is nothing on-demand learning and mentoring. What we do is we deal with three different kind of personas. One is a student persona, second is a professional persona, third is an enterprise persona. For the students, we have different kind of solution. What we are discussing today is a dual track applied degree. So MERP actually falls into the dual track applied degree. Dual track, as I explained to you, you learn and work parallelly. You acquire competency based skills and you do a work integrated based, applied based learning. So which is on the right side. So let me finish the left side and define what we are. So under the class, even professionals do come to us. We also give them, they also look for a dual track applied degree, or they may look for a digital career induction. So digital career induction is the qualifications which we offer in different fields where you can start a career. Of course, a lot of professionals do look at us for skills upgrades. So they just come, they're already in that profession and they come for skill upgrades with us. For enterprise, which is one of a major business for us, because there, where we talk about OJTs and internships and placements, they become our major partners. So where we do them skill training, of course, we also do give them just-in-time skills, which is required by the industry. And of course, we do some kind of work-based training also for them. On the right side is our framework, how we deliver our course. All our courses, whatever I am discussing right now, is competency based. So in the MERP, you'll find SAP certification as one of our competency skills. Apart from that, we develop a lot of competency with live projects. You'll have a simulated project. Then you have a work-based integrated learning where you actually go on the job and you will have on-job mentoring. That means when you're working and you're coming back, you'll have a mentor who's actually working with you academically as well as helping you how exactly to progress on your work. So your work integrated applied learning is your workplace utilization and real projects. Of course, we have some programs which are more of on-demand mentoring and personalized journey. MERP differently configured. It is largely scheduled, but we have two programs where students independently can plan their start journey, and that's absolutely non-invasive. They can take the training from anywhere and anytime. Even in MERP, if you have that infrastructure, internet bandwidth, and the infrastructure to actually take this course, then you are absolutely campus independent. So that's the beauty of this program. You're taking a very high degree of qualification, which is coming from an international institute, which is Victoria University. And you are also getting your skill-based qualification and OJT built in. So that's our class. I was talking about the three segments which we have already working. I have already gone through this. And the work integrated applied learning concept is a pedagogy which we believe in. So we believe in a 70-20-10 model where 70% of our learning is on job. And that is how the MERP includes 12 months of on-job training with IT consulting company. 20% of your learning would be mentoring and coaching. We give only 10% to conceptual learning and classroom training. This is exactly the flip of how the current education pathway is working. And this is how we as an organization disrupting and challenging the current pathway, which is merely providing degree holders which are not absolutely ready and skilled to go on job. So I think so. I've covered a lot. These are some of the recruiters we've been working last 15 years. Our qualification as a background, we are a 15-year-old company, and we've been dealing with SAP education last 15 years. We have more than 15,000 plus alumni with us. Globally, of course, we have a full-time campus in Singapore, China, Malaysia, and Myanmar, as I told you. So that comes to an end to basically my part. I am going to now introduce Rudolph, who will help you to talk, help you in interacting with our current students who are taking this program. I'm sure they'll be sharing some of the experiences with you, how they feel about this program. So I'm just handing over this thing to Rudolph.
And thanks for taking the time to actually attend the webinar. I'm sure that you must have gained a lot of insights about the Master of Business in ERP program. And after understanding about the program, I'm sure that you would like to meet our students who would like to share their experiences about the program. So I would like to first invite Priyanka, okay, who's one of our students for the MERP program. Welcome, Priyanka.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. So, Priyanka, first of all, could you please share with us your background, please?
I am a PE graduate in electronics engineering and
Right.
graduate from Mumbai University.
Okay. All right. What do you like about the MERP program?
MERP is designed in such a way, it's giving me a technical and functional expertise. So I'll be expertise in both technical as well as function. We are also getting international certifications from Victoria University. And plus, MERP is giving us on-job training, which will be doing 18 to 12 months. So that's what industry requires now, that experienced person they are requiring. So this MERP as a whole gives us all the three things.
All right. Well, that's nice, Priyanka. What do you think about the faculty actually whom you're actually learning from?
Faculty, all the faculty which we have come across are all the best faculties, excellent knowledge, excellent industry experience, and they deliver us in very excellent way. So I liked very much our faculty are really exposed.
Okay, great. Priyanka, could you also let us know what is your plan after completion of the Master's Business program?
Okay. I thought of I'll be doing certification in ABAP. So I'll work for a few years in ABAP as a technical person, as a technical background. Then I might think of switching into MM. As of now, MM I liked very much. And being from engineering background, I'll opt MM later on.
Okay, that's a nice choice, conscious career choice. So that's great to know, Priyanka. Thank you for sharing your views with us. Okay, and thank you for taking the time.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Now I'd like to introduce to you our next student. Okay, who is Sumit. Okay, and he will share with you his experiences about the Master of Business in ERP program. Thanks, Sumit, for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, Sumit, can you tell us a little bit about your background?
Yeah, definitely. I hold a bachelor's of computer applications degree as of now, and I have also worked in IT industry as an IT executive for 1.5 years of experience.
Okay, that's nice. Could you also let us know why did you actually choose the MERP program?
I would like to come on that point that somewhere on the back of the mind there was a thing that my academics are not yet completed. So there was a back of the mind. I was thinking that I should do master's degree. So I approached this. LITHAN, and they introduced me this, and what excited me in this MERP course is that I am going to get international certifications. Okay, that is really exciting for me, and it will make me stand out of the crowd. That is for sure.
Okay, great. What do you think about the support that you get from the staff and also the faculty at LITHAN?
Yeah, currently as of now, whichever faculty I have come across personally, they are very much patient enough, and they do share the industry experiences also. Means it is not just like they are just teaching you to the subject point, but obviously they are sharing their industry experiences also, and to talking on their experiences. They are not just a certified faculties, or they are not just an like minimum 1 or 2 years ka experience for this professionals. They have a huge experience in their industry.
Okay, okay, that's nice. Sumit, finally, after you complete with this Master of Business in ERP program, what do you plan to do in the future?
Yeah, I would like to continue in IT industry only, and as it is a techno-functional consultant role job description. Okay,
Yes.
so I would like to hone my skills in technically also, and on the functional side also.
I see. Okay. That's nice, Sumit. That's a good choice. Again, thanks a lot for taking the time and sharing with us your experiences and your views about the program. Thanks a lot. We wish you the very best.
Thank you.
Right? So that was Sumit for us, friends. Now I'd like to introduce to our next student, okay, Mr. Sachin Das, who will share with you exactly his experiences and his experience about the program with us. Welcome, Sachin.
Hello, hi.
Hi. So Sachin, before we move forward, could you let us know a little bit more about your background?
Yes, I have work experience of around 12 years now. Before that, I have completed my Bachelor's of Engineering,
Right.
as well as Master's from Britain. And then I moved on to continue my skills in IT. I was working into the IT industry in Japan since 11 years, within a total of 12 years of my experience. And that is a brief description of about my career.
Okay. So what do you like about the Masters of Business in ERP program?
With Masters of ERP program with LITHAN, what I feel is like it's really good in the sense like I always wanted to do something into business in the management side, like MBA or Masters of Business. And while working into an IT industry, in a non-SAP area, which with a small flavor of SAP also, which I came across while working, I was seeing that there is exponential growth of SAP ERP, obviously, into the international market and into India as well. And I initially, when I completed my Masters of Engineering into computers and internet technologies, I've always thought of doing management.
Okay.
And while going ahead with my experience into my IT career, SAP and ERP was
Right.
getting into a good demand and a boom, we can say, into the international market, which I was looking around. So then, while working through it, I just came across with LITHAN. Though I am from Mumbai, so I was always in touch with LITHAN through some of my friends. I got to know that it's a blend of both business as well as something in ERP, that is SAP. So I thought, why not take up this? So that was my prime reason to go ahead with Masters of ERP with LITHAN.
Okay, that's nice, Sachin. Going forward, what has your experience been with respect to LITHAN, the faculty and the support staff that you've been here?
Over here, in terms of faculty, I really feel that the faculty is well experienced in the sense of knowledge which they have, as they are the industry working faculty. They work and they teach us, and the way they teach, which I can relate to my experience, is like it's industry based. When I see my books while doing my study, and the way the faculty teaches is slightly different, and different in the sense like what is there in the market, they mix, they blend those things into our study. So it's basically market based. So when we go to the market, we obviously will be having more edge while working into ERP. So more understanding we are getting through the learning, and the support staff. Always the way the management, they are handling us. We are, after the lectures, we are able to get labs facility. We could able to practice. We could able to get a lot of feedbacks, understanding how to progress various things, and obviously how to manage our hone our skills into the management side.
Okay, that's nice, great, Sachin, to know. Could you also let us know what is your plans post completion of the MERP program?
Post MERP, as earlier I was working with as the assistant manager, and just started off with that post. So I was currently more of a management side.
Okay.
Yes, as I will be entering into the ACP, so I will just get into a little bit of a technical side, as I'm doing my MERP, that is Masters of ERP into IT. So I'll start off with a little bit of developing and programming, just to get a feel of it into a market, actual market. And then I would definitely be entering into a management, like how to handle. Though I have got a little bit of flavor of handling the management a bit in my career, so I will utilize those skills, as well as I'm getting more skills over here, so it will be more enhanced. So I will be more towards handling the managerial or like management area in any organization.
Great. Thanks a lot, Sachin, for sharing with us your views and your experiences about the program. Okay, I'm sure that this will give a lot of insights to all the viewers and all the people who are watching this webinar. Okay, so I thank you once again for sharing your experience.
Most welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much again. Thank you. Yeah. So, folks, that's all from us. I'm sure that you must have got a good amount of insights from our students and the experience that they've shared about the MERP program. Okay. So, in case you have any doubts or queries that you would like to know more about the MERP program, please feel free to actually, call us. Okay, that's on 022-3044-9400. I repeat, 022-3044-9400. You can also write to us at nithin@lithan.com. That is NITIN @lithan.com. That is LITHAN.com. Right? So I'm sure that you all enjoyed the session and got to learn a lot more about the Master of Business in ERP program, and we look forward to hear from you. Wishing you all the very best and have a good evening. Thank you.